Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear respected brothers and sisters, Jazakumullahu khairan for joining us. This seminar is in regards to Makkah first packages. This is for our series that we are continuing Hajj on the Move. This is our part three. This is for anyone going for Hajj and their package starts for Makkah first. Without further delay, inshallah, I will pass it on to Brother Harun, who will walk us through the full details of Makkah first packages. Brother Harun.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone. This particular session is part three of our Hajj on the Move series, and this will be covering aspects of Makkah first packages. I do want to mention we did a session yesterday where we covered in details, which is basically part one, where we covered leaving from your home and arriving to Saudi, where we covered, TSA policies. We covered what should you have when you're leaving home and all that kind of stuff. And then what to expect before landing, after landing, immigration, connecting flights, direct flights, all this kind of stuff that we covered with you already. Now it's time to actually, this is a continuation. So we had a session for Medina first packages. And what we mean by Makkah first packages is if your journey actually starts in Makkah and you're going to Medina after Hajj. So in today's topic, we will be covering actually the story basically continues from the airport and continuing ahead. And we want to prepare you. This is a very short session for now. Inshallah, as we move ahead, you will see, more details coming up because we are going in order of things. If you are in a Medina First package and you missed the session for part two, inshallah, we will have the recording available. You can always visit our YouTube page. Just type in Ainul Haramain. You'll be able to find our channel. Go and subscribe. Anytime a new video comes out, it's easier for you to, you will get a notification or it should pop up in your, recommended list. And over there, we have plenty of seminars that we have been doing. We also covered many preparation seminars that are also available on our channel. For these first three parts, inshallah, at least for part one, I'm expecting it to be available tomorrow and today's seminars as well too, inshallah. There are very minor changes when it comes to your checklist for Makkah first. You will follow the usual checklist, watch our video on basically preparations, packing your checklist video where we cover everything in detail. So you will follow that as is. But with that in mind, you will also need to buy a ihram and keep it with you during your travel. This is a necessity. You will be crossing miqat, and as we move ahead, you will understand why I'm mentioning this. Even if the service provider says they're giving you ihram, you need to make sure you purchase one so you don't have any of these headaches. You don't need to travel back to miqat. Hajj has many complications. Don't add any more complications. So you will need a ihram, purchase one. I believe they tend to be around $30 to $50 approximately. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them in a lot of these Islamic bookstores. Ask your local masjid, maybe they sell one as well too. Ask some agencies, maybe they may sell some as well too. So you can easily find your ihram. Just purchase one pair of ihram so you have that available with you. You will need to change into a ihram, and it also somewhat depends on your route too and how you're getting in, but most people this will apply to them. You will need the ihram with you, and you will need it with you in person. Don't check it into your luggage. I've seen so many people check it into their luggages. Please make sure you have it in your hand. Put it in your hand carry, put it in your backpack, wherever it fits. Put your ihram with you. This is for men specifically. For the women, it's their regular clothing. We have already recommended it in our previous videos. Please get a linen abaya. They are very comfortable for the heat. They are breathable. They are very good material to use during months of Hajj. And this Hajj is not in the winter time. This is pretty much summer. So expect extreme temperatures and to keep your body cooled off. This is specifically for the women. Purchase linen abayas, and the amount of sweating that you're doing, you may be changing it every day. So go prepared. The preparation is a key part of this journey. So, specifically jumping onto ihram, carry the ihram with you. This is very important, but you may be running into some instances where maybe you booked a custom flight, and yeah, some things may not make sense for you. So, if you're arriving in Medina, you want to buy the ihram and carry it with you. Bismillah, buy the ihram, carry it with you. You will be provided transport from Medina Airport going to Jeddah. Sorry, going to Makkah. So at this time you will be passing miqat, the one from the Medina side, and you can buy and wear the ihram at miqat as well too. But don't take the chance, get an ihram in advance. Don't take that headache at miqat as well either. Have that ihram available with you. If you're arriving at Jeddah, you do need to wear the ihram before landing. If you're arriving in Taif, you can wear the ihram after landing at miqat, because miqat is after the airport. So if anybody is landing in Taif, you have that advantage. It's not too far from Makkah either. If you're arriving in Jeddah, it's also not too far from Makkah, but you are crossing a miqat point before you are landing. So you do need to have that ihram on. And if you're arriving in Medina, I hope nobody has booked a flight like this. Usually we have one or two people that end up booking custom flights like this, and they end up traveling to Medina, and then they're wearing the ihram from there, and they're moving ahead. So whichever category you fall into, you will need a ihram. And the rest of the ihram, you can actually go and you can buy them in Makkah. You will need another two sets of ihram. uh, Keep that in mind for your Hajj. You will need three ihram, especially if you're performing Hajj tamattu. And even if you're not, if you're performing Hajj qiran, you will also need three sets of ihram, because you will need to change it. You can't just keep the same ihram on as we do in our normal daily lives. We take a shower, we change our clothes. In the same sense, when your ihram gets dirty, when your ihram is smelling, you want to change it. Hygiene is a big part of our journey. So the you may be getting one from the service provider, but it's possible they may run out, something happens. So backup is always good. When you are in the days of Hajj, you will be changing your ihram when you are in Mashayr, when you're in Mina, Arafat, Muzdalfa, then back to Mina, Jamarat. You may end up changing the ihram. You may have an accident and you need to maybe just change the bottom portion of the ihram. So have that backup with you. I always carry two ihrams when I am performing my Hajj, when we go for the Hajj days, and I always have an extra ihram. And in many cases, I never end up even using it. I sometimes somebody else has an emergency or something like that, I give it to them. Sometimes if I need to use it, maybe I'm just using one portion of it. So maybe I may change the bottom, maybe I have to change the top. I don't necessarily need to change both pieces. So the ihram turns into a emergency ihram as well too. Now jumping into details, ihram and landing in Jeddah, because this is the most complicated ones. You actually have multiple options that come along. The simplest one is direct flight. Maybe you have a flight from Toronto to Jeddah, maybe from New York to Jeddah, maybe from Washington D.C. to Jeddah. Direct flights. Eh, I suggest 1 to 2 hours before, but it's not necessary you actually wear it 1 to 2 hours before landing. You can wear it maybe 40 minutes before landing. That's completely fine too. But keep in mind, you want to see there's no rush. Go on a scouting mission in the plane and find the handicap bathroom. It has the most space in the plane. If you cannot find it, ask the air hostess. They will guide you where the handicap bathroom is. You will see there is a diaper changing station in every single bathroom. Even if you don't get the handicap bathroom, place napkins on it and put your ihram, put your cologne, itar, whatever you want to wear, put your deodorant, all these things, so you're prepared. So have this in like a small bag, everything ready. So you go in, you put on your itar, your cologne, whatever you want to put on. You put on your deodorant, because at this time you can use scented things. It's also highly recommended. This is a pro tip. Like this has helped me in so many cases I cannot explain. Your thighs, they end up shaving, and it gets very painful. So the deodorant really helps, because it helps keeps that part dry, and this will really help you during the journey. So if you're comfortable, you can use deodorant over there as well too. You can put itar, you can put cologne all over your body. That's completely fine. And then you start wearing your ihram afterwards. Perform your wudu. Saudi Airline does have prayer rooms in the back. You want to go pray 2 rakats, go pray 2 rakats. You want to pray it from your seat, pray it from your seat. And when they make announcement for miqat, approximately 10 minutes, 15 minutes before landing, you just make the intention. You make the niyyah. It's a very simple procedure. You make the niyyah, and you are in the state of ihram before landing. And then you will continue with the normal procedures after landing. And I do want to apologize. I had to back up because this topic does not relate to everyone. That's why I did not go over this in our home to Saudi presentation. So this is something that specifically applies to people who are going to Makkah first. So this is why it's so important to have your ihram with you. In some cases, if I see there's no rush building up 3 hours, 4 hours before, I will wear it 3 hours, 4 hours before. Sometimes you have a flight where most people are connecting to Medina. You don't even need to worry about this. Maybe half of the plane or more than half of the plane is not even going to Makkah. So it's one, two, three, very easy. You go, you wear your ihram. It all depends on the rush. Let the rush die out. Don't put yourself in a headache situation. So approximately 1 hour to 2 hours before landing, so you have that cushion time. You don't need to make intention till you don't reach miqat. And at that point, you will be in the state of ihram, and all the restrictions of ihram will apply to you. If you are taking a connecting flight, it doesn't matter whether it's you're connecting domestic or whether you're connecting international. I will give you multiple examples on this, so you utilize the advice as you deem most feasible towards you. If you're connecting through maybe Europe and you have like a 3-4 hour layover and you have a 6 hour 7 hour flight after connecting, I would suggest to still wear it 1 to 2 hours before, treat it as a direct flight. But if your connection is let's say less than 4 hours, it's better, especially if you have enough time at the transferring airport. Wear your ihram over there. See if you can ask one of the lounges how much they charge. Usually they'll charge you like $35-$40. Maybe you have one of those priority pass credit cards. Use that and see which location actually has a shower, and ask the lounge before actually using it, because they usually limit you to one lounge. So you want to find out which one has the shower. Sometimes they'll have showers, but they're not available. Sometimes they'll have showers. They may not let you use it on a particular membership. So find those things out, especially if you're paying from pocket. If this is something included, it doesn't matter. But if you're paying out of pocket, find out, because if you can, shower. If not, shower from home. That's sufficient too. And clip your nails, and if you want to fix your beard or fix your hair so you're not itchy anywhere, and all this trimming your pubic hair, all this stuff you should be being done in advance. But at the transfer airport, and you have the opportunity to go and shower again, go and shower again. Make your body feel relaxed. It'll be easier to sleep on the plane as well too. You can wear your ihram and you can be at ease when you get on the next flight. This can be valid for, let's say you're taking Qatar, you're taking Emirates, Etihad, even Saudi. You're landing in Riyadh, and then you have like maybe a 2-3 hour layover. That 2-3 hour layover is sufficient enough to change the terminal and find out whether they have lounges on the domestic side, how much they're charging, if it's in your affordability and your budget. Pay for it and get in, and take a shower, change your ihram before getting on the flight. You will remove all the headaches of the flight, because in most domestic flights in Saudi, they are using Airbus 320s, 321s, and they do tend to have smaller bathrooms, and it is tough to change. It's better to change in a bathroom at the airport than to actually change on the aircraft for these smaller aircrafts. The 777s and the A330s, A350s, these aircrafts are much bigger and they're much easier to change on. 787 is also good. The bathrooms are much bigger. They're not as congested. So prepare yourself with this, depending on how your flight is, whether you're taking a direct flight, wearing the ihram 1 to 2 hours before, 40 minutes before, 4 hours before. It's up to you what you're comfortable with. You want to beat the rush, you want to do it in the rush and within the peak time, it's up to you as well too. Connecting flight, always recommended to change it in wherever you're connecting from. It will be the best option, whether it's domestic or international. Try to utilize the option for a business lounge, whether it's through your credit cards, whether it's through memberships, whatever it is, or through paying. Generally, it's like $40 or something like that, $50. But if you're willing to pay and if they have showers, it may be worth it for you. If you deem it to be worth it, go take a shower, change your ihram, go by the gate 1 hour before. They also have food included too. Anytime we're connecting, we end up spending anyways like $25-$30 anyways. Buy some coffee. All those things are generally in the lounge anyways. So rather than spending that money money at one of the franchises at the airport, you have all that stuff available in the lounge, the snacks, the food, and stuff like that. So you kill two birds with one stone is basically what I'm trying to say. These are some travel hacks. For you will find these with a lot of frequent travelers. Check with your credit card companies. A lot of those platinum cards that you pay large fees for, normally they include access to lounges. Sometimes though it'll be discounted, sometimes they'll be free, so you can utilize that. When are you going to utilize this if you don't utilize this during the journey of Hajj? So utilize that. Try to change your ihram over there and make your journey easy for you. All the airlines make announcement while passing through miqat, regardless of which miqat they're passing through. So please keep that in mind. And generally, they tend to make an announcement. We will be passing ihram miqat zone approximately in 30 minutes or something like that. So when they are passing through it, they'll make another announcement a few minutes before. This is when you should be preparing and making your intention, because it passes in a few minutes. So keep all of these things in mind, because this is the most important portion for you when it comes to actually backing up and focusing on landing with ihram on. How can you be comfortable? I don't suggest to wear your ihram from your home. It's a long flight. Keep yourself easy, and you don't want to put yourself through that pressure. Have regular clothes on, change the ihram on the aircraft. If you have a connecting flight, changing in the connecting location, inshallah. Moving ahead, transportation. So you will either be landing in Jeddah, you will either be landing in Taif or Medina Airport, and you will be traveling from one of these to Makkah Hotel. Please don't worry if you book the Thai flight through the custom flights. You may be the only passenger, but don't worry. Service provider is responsible to provide you transportation from there. This is nothing to worry about. Upon arrival, you will see Nuzuk, Ministry of Hajj, and service provider staff over there. They will guide you through the whole procedure. They will put you on your transport, regardless of which airport you're arriving into. They have a whole procedure and everything set. The Nuzuk and the Ministry of Hajj staff will pass you over to the service provider staff. And what we mean by service provider is the company Hajj package you're under. For example, Itra Al Khair is a service provider. So that will be considered a service provider. So whichever company you're traveling from, you will be connecting with those service providers in all three of the airports to actually move ahead and actually arrive to Makkah. So some of the travel routes and durations, just to understand and have a basic understanding of this, from Taif to Makkah, expect about 2 to 4 hours, depending on traffic, checkpoints, and all those things. From Jeddah to Makkah, also similar timing from 2 to 4 hours. Sometimes it can take longer because there's more traffic moving from Jeddah to Makkah. If there's heavy traffic at the checkpoints, it may take longer time. From Medina to Makkah, 6 to 9 hours is the approximate time it's going to take you to arrive. Also, when you enter into Makkah, expect multiple checkpoints as well too. This is something that like we really don't have control over this. This is one of those aspects of the journey where traffic and how long you actually take really depends on how long it will take on the route. And these times are after your transportation is moving. This is not approximate timings after you land and clear immigration and stuff like that. Medina generally, like if you're arriving in Medina, generally it takes about international flights about an hour and a half to 2 hours to clear up, and then to actually get settled into the bus and everything, generally 2 to 3 hours. Taif Airport, you should be cleared up, everything done under hour and a half. Jeddah Airport, approximately 2 hours, you should be clearing up with everything. So if you want to take approximate timings, if you're landing in Medina, I hope no one is landing in Medina, but this does happen with at least 1 or 2 Hujjaj every year. Expect about 11 hours after landing to actually arrive in your hotel in Makkah. If you're landing in Jeddah, expect minimum of 6 hours before you arrive in the hotel. If you're landing in Taif, expect a minimum of 5 to 5.5 hours to arrive into your hotel. So these are approximate timings. This is to the best of my knowledge as per my experience dealing with all these. But it may take less time in some cases, and it may also take more time in some cases. It all depends on the day and the group and the situation of traffic. All these things really play a big role into how long it will take. So when you arrive in Makkah, and of course, if we have anyone in this meeting today who is joining in as a Medina First group, I would highly suggest to watch that training session part two. Inshallah, it will be available tomorrow. Just go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easier. You'll get a notification when our videos are available. That video will be more related to how things are going to work out all the way up to this point. So it's very similar information, but some things they do change. So upon arrival, your service provider staff and the guides will work on giving you the room keys and nuzuk cards. This is your first arrival point, and you will need these nuzuk cards for your entire journey, especially the days of Hajj. Passports should be left in the hotel. Anytime you're transporting, your passport, your visa, all these things need to be in your hand. But once you arrive in the hotel, you put it in your luggage, you put it in your hand carry, you secure it in a safe location. And every time you're leaving, you do take it out and keep it with you on person. I'm not talking about going for Hajj. I'm talking about when you're moving to Medina after Hajj. So this way, in case your luggage gets lost, you have those things with you. And we will cover this at a later session. We do have these sessions after Hajj, where what will happen after Hajj and all the procedures for the Makkah First groups and the procedures for the Medina First group, what happens, airports, so all those things are to come. Inshallah, they will be our upcoming seminars to guide you better. So do not carry large amounts of cash to Haram. Please do not carry more than 100 reals maximum. Sorry, $100 equivalent, so approximately 375 reals. So don't go over the 500 amount. You will not need more than this at any time. You will come back. You will need more. You take it. You have your cards with you. Store your cards on your Google Wallet or Apple Pay. They have tap technology available everywhere. It's more widely available than the US over there. Try to use your card. There's no point of losing that cash. It's better to actually leave it in the hotel. They do have safes in the hotel too, but it will be a shared room in most cases, so you can utilize the safe as a group of people within the room. Please try to work with each other. It's very important. The people you're sharing the room with, they are pretty much your team members for the entire journey. They will be with you in Mashair. They will be with you with many of the activities, and they are in your same package. So please work together when it comes to this. So the main ritual you're performing in Makkah, other than Hajj, will be performing your Umrah and praying in Masjid al-Haram. Keep in mind the virtue of praying in Masjid al-Haram and praying in any masjid in with Jama'ah, with congregation prayer within the boundaries of Haram. You do get the same virtue for all of that. So please do keep in mind that this is something that it's important that you understand this, that you don't need to strain yourself, especially if you're staying in Azizia Hotel. You can just go and join the prayer within the prayer room in the hotel. They have massages around it too. Don't strain yourself to a point where you don't have enough energy to actually go and perform Hajj. So this is very important that you actually utilize that time. Another important factor that I want to talk about is, please, if you have not signed up yet, it takes you 2 seconds. All you're doing is putting your email and your phone number. You will receive the notifications directly in your email for each session that we have. Inshallah, we're going to be scheduling out our sessions for tomorrow as well too. So please, 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 please sign up. It will be easier to actually get those notifications. We do send a notification out. We don't send it out. We actually put your email within the meeting, and you get a automatic notification. So if you're not working with one of our guides, you will have to go and sign up to actually benefit from all the sessions. And inshallah, if you are looking for previous videos, just go check out our channel. Just type in Ainul Haramain on YouTube, subscribe to it. This way, any new video that's coming out, you don't have the time to go and watch all of them maybe at once. Maybe you have a long drive to work. Play the video, listen to the audio. If you feel something is needed that you need to rewatch it, once you get to work, scan through it and see what information you actually need to watch on the screen. But we go in a lot of details for this. All right, inshallah, jazakallah khair everyone for joining in. And we look forward to guiding you in our next sessions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.